Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available summer 2023 on the front porch with Peter, the album, Dad, Shimmy Shimmy AF. Rock on gold dust. Boost! Woman. How are you guys doing today? I'm just sitting out on my front porch having a little iced coffee. Now, I need to talk to you. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Okay, I need to talk to you first before we get into this drama video. So, for those of you out there that do not like my intros and do not like my little stories and all that kind of stuff, putting a little lip gloss on, then you can just, I don't know, go outside and touch grass. Is that what the kids are saying these days? Go outside and touch grass? I've been touching a lot of grass today outside because I've been walking in the neighborhood and walking in the yard and all that kind of stuff. So, you can go outside and you can touch grass, apparently. But anyway, don't be smoking the grass. Don't be smoking the ganja and the Mary Jane, unless that's what you do, and then more power to you, okay? And maybe it'll make my videos funnier. But anyway, I need to have a little conversation with y'all, okay? So, I just filmed a video for my Peter Does Stuff channel where I went across the street with my neighbor and she gave me a tour of not only her front garden, but also her back garden, okay? And no, that's not like dirty words, okay, for, you know, physical parts of your body. No, literally, she showed me, don't, okay? We don't call them our front and our back gardens, okay? And if you do, that's weird, straight up weird. But anyway, I don't know. But anyway, so she showed me her garden, everything like that. And so I was explaining to them, because for those of you that haven't watched my past couple videos or don't watch my vlogs, and you should watch my vlog, people say it's like a podcast, right? I sit out here and I talk on, you know, tell stories of my life and things like that. So when I'm doing my vlog, I'm just like, well, last night I actually did it in the bedroom. Well, I mean, I filmed my vlog did other things too, but I filmed my vlog in the bedroom last night. But mostly I sit out here on the front porch, right? And I drink a Diet Coke or some iced coffee or something, and I tell stories of my life, right? And then my neighbors walk by and I say hi to them and all this kind of stuff because I'm real neighborly. I'm a good citizen, I'm a good Christian, you know how it is, you know. Gargoyles, Ouija boards! So anyway, but I'm like a real good Christian. So anyway, one day on my vlog, my neighbor across the street, the gardener, okay, which is so funny because somebody in my vlog last night said, okay, now we know that the master gardener is married to the master griller because her husband is the one that grills every night, right? So one night, I was vlogging and I had filmed a drama video earlier and I was talking about Jaclyn Hill. And so somebody is driving down my street with their music playing real loud. Like, that's not what we do in this neighborhood. No, 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 no. Turn that music down. Is it an Amazon truck? Oh, are you kidding me while I'm filming a video? This kills me every single time I try to do a video out here. An Amazon truck comes and parks and they play their music so damn loud. You know what? This is not a rant video, but this could totally be a rant video, okay? So anyway, I'm ready for them to hightail it out of here. So I was sitting out here and my neighbor, she was like, I was so worried about you. She was like, I saw you earlier on the front porch. I don't know who you were talking to, but you were like, I thought you were going to fall out or something. And then her husband drove by and he said to me later that he was also worried about me because he thought I was going to have like a heart attack on the front porch because I was getting so heated talking about something, right? Because that was another drama video I did. And one of them, I think it was her, said to me, she said, well, you kept on talking about Jaclyn. It might have been him, I can't remember, but somebody said to me, they said, you kept on saying Jaclyn, you're talking about Jaclyn, I don't know who Jaclyn is. So when I was over there today, I was explaining to them, I said, see, I have several different channels, which they know, right? But I said, I have my vlog channel, which is like where I'm just on my front porch, and y'all just see me sitting out there talking, and I'm real calm and things like that, right? Like this, glamour shot, see? And I'm just drinking my iced coffee and all this kind of stuff. Is it getting louder? Are you kidding me? Because the truck's about to overheat or something. This is like a rant video and a drama video all in one. Could you move your truck, please? Seriously, I'm filming a video. So anyway, what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying now because I'm so distracted. But if I just start this video over because of this Amazon truck, I'm gonna lose it, okay? So anyway, so I was over there today and I was like explaining to her, I said, you know, and her husband was out there and he was reading me some story on his phone, things like that, and then he went inside and I was explaining to her, I said, you know, so I have several different channels, and my vlog channels where I just sit out here and I tell stories, but then I have my drama gossip Kiki channel, candle review company, right, where I go, I'm gonna have to walk out here and see if he can move his truck because this is driving me crazy. Hold on just a second, let me see if I can. What is going on here? Seriously? Could you move your truck, please? Can you believe they won't move their truck and it's so loud and I'm trying to film? It's driving me nuts. So anyway, I have had it. I can't even be, listen, you know, this is why I think I need to move to LA and I need to get a studio and all this kind of stuff, because I just can't, you can't have nice things. I'm trying to sit here and film a drama video and there's an Amazon truck and he's in the back digging for boxes and things like that, probably boxes for me. But anyway, so, is he still sitting there? Yep. What? Driving me nuts. So anyway, I was talking to her across the street today and I was explaining that, you know, in this video I get a little heated, I get a little passionate about things, and she goes, well, I don't know what you were talking about the other day, but she goes, you kept on saying Colleen this and Colleen that, and you were going off on some lady named Colleen. She goes, I don't know who Colleen is. She goes, but you were not having it with Colleen that day. Oh! It cracked me up so bad. But anyway, so my neighbors, they get to hear live drama videos from their front yard while they're gardening and stuff. Don't you wish you were them? All right, so today we're going to talk about Mr. James Charles, okay? How James Charles is the liar of the world. How James Charles actually thinks that he's a little bit more profound than he is. And oh, thank God you're finally leaving. My gosh. Oh, now they're stopping in front of your house. What did you order from the Amazon? You didn't get anything? You ordered some cozy mysteries, didn't you? No? He needs to just keep on driving down the street. I'm going to sick Boo Radley on him. Anyway, so Boo Radley's upstairs taking a nap in bed. He could care less. So, okay, I got sent this by a couple people, okay? Because people wanted me to review the new Starbucks pink drink, and apparently there's like a pineapple drink too that come in these bottles. You can get them at the gas station or something like that. I've looked for them, I can't find them, and to get them on Amazon and order them here on Prime, this is like ridiculous. I cannot believe this. Oh, now she's trying to tell him where to go and all this kind of stuff. Could you turn your music down, please? I'm trying to film a video. She's like, that's my garage. This is not the front. Oh my God, never a dull moment in our neighborhood, is it? So anyway, oh my Lord. So anyway, I hope this video, I'm trying to like talk louder over the music, but this is just too much, right? So everybody has been wanting me to review the pink drink from Starbucks that comes in a bottle. You know, like the Frappuccinos they have in the bottles at the gas station, stuff like that. But I looked on the Amazon because I can't find them at the gas station. I looked on the Amazon and it's $65 for a case of like 30. And I'm like, well, I don't need a case of 30 of these drinks anyway, okay? I just reviewed those probiotic sodas and they're nasty, straight from the pit of hell. And I'm not going to review something and buy 30 of them that I don't want, okay? So we don't need to do all that kind of stuff. So people have been mentioning that to me in my review video. And then I started getting all these people sending me this TikTok that James Charles did where he was basically demanding money from I cannot believe that this is my life right now. I cannot believe that now she's dancing. She's going like this. Did he finally leave? Yep. Oh, thank God. There is a Jesus. Anyway, so all these people were sending me this video about how James Charles was complaining, okay, because he wanted to try this pink drink. But he's complaining in there about how they didn't give him no money and all this kind of stuff. Now, I'm not going to include the TikTok on here because I'm going to tell you what happens, okay? Every time I include a TikTok in one of my videos, especially when it's James Charles, okay, I get a copyright strike on my channel, which that doesn't really, like, hurt my channel. It doesn't mean that they're going to take down my channel or anything like that. But what it means is they get to get all the money from my video, which I don't even care about that. But then what also happens is that my videos can't be viewed in certain countries, okay? And so I'm not going to have that all happen, so I'm not including the TikTok over here. It's a boring TikTok anyway, okay? It's James Charles and his hair. James Charles, could you at least please either A, get a haircut, B, wear a hat like I do when I don't want to do my hair for the day, or could you, C, I don't know, maybe pull a brush through your hair, because his hair literally looks like, it's not a good look, okay? It's definitely not the best look of the week, let's just say that. Anyway, but anytime I criticize James Charles and how he dresses and things like that, even though he is literally the world's worst YouTube dresser, okay? Like, I don't know who's dressing him, I don't know who his stylist is, but it's bad, okay? It's bad completely. And don't be saying to me that I'm shaming him or whatever. No. Okay, I ain't doing nothing that Us Magazine, Vogue Magazine, OK Magazine, People Magazine, they all do the best and the worst dress list. And all I'm saying is, James Charles is the worst dress list. Don't think that they don't do it, and if they can do it and get away with it, then Peter Monn can do it too. Okay? So there we are. So he gets in this video and he's drinking this pinkity, it's called the pink drink, okay? But remember several years ago, he came out and he called it the pinkity drinkity and all that kind of stuff, and I think I reviewed it on my review channel. The James Charles pinkity drinkity and all that kind of stuff, right? And I like it, it's fine, it's whatever. Okay, so in the video though, he says, okay, that in 2018, when he started talking about it, he made it famous, okay? And that at Starbucks, they like reached out to him and direct messaged him like on Instagram or something, but then they took back their message. They like thanked him for making it go viral and all this kind of stuff. In 2018 is what he says, okay? Let's remember 2018. So he says in 2018 they direct messaged him and then they like took the message back, okay, or something, I don't know. Like apparently I didn't know you could do that after you had read a message, okay? And I just watched Real Housewives of Atlanta and that whole discussion came up in there with Kenya and Sheree's new boyfriend from the past, but she hadn't read the message and then he deleted the message. So anyway, I don't know if there's a whole lot of truth to that. But apparently, Starbucks messaged James Charles and said, oh, thank you for making our drink go viral and all this kind of stuff, okay? And so, basically what he's saying is, I made this drink go viral in 2018. And then he says, and that's when it was a secret menu drink, but at that point, in 2018, going forward, then they made it an official drink on their Starbucks menu, okay? And then he goes, and where's my check? Where's my money, okay? Because basically, he's the one that made it famous. He's the one that took the secret menu drink and made it viral and called it the Pinkity Drinkity and all this kind of stuff, which, if you go to their menu, it's called the Pink Drink. It's not called the Pinkity Drinkity, okay? Don't call it the Pinkity Drinkity, okay? You sound foolish if you do that, all right? And everybody will know you're a fan of James Charles. And nobody, you don't want nobody to know that you're a fan of James Charles these days, okay? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, okay. So what was interesting to me about this was I was thinking to myself, now, if you don't know, okay, what you don't know is a lot. On my review channel, Peter Reviews Stuff, I have done a lot of secret menu drink reviews over there, okay? I used to literally every single day, I would do a Starbucks secret menu drink review. And I was thinking to myself, 2018, I think the pink drink came out a long time before that, right? Like, I can remember people talking about it a long time before that. So I actually got on the Google, which is basically the Encyclopedia Britannica of 2023. So here he is. Here's a picture of James Charles, and he's, you know, with the pink drink and things like that. And then here he is, and here's part of the TikTok and all that kind of stuff. So I got online, and I Googled, like, when did the pink drink, I can't even see. When did the pink drink start at Starbucks, okay? And this is from foodandwine.com, a pretty reputable food and winery, a pretty reputable food magazine, okay? 2017. Pink drink arrived on the menu in 2017 after it quickly gained fame at a time when beverage customization blew up on social media. The Starbucks Paradise drink was added to the cafe menu last summer and quickly became a customer favorite, okay? So then I looked into it and I said, who started the pink drink trend? The pink drink began as an option on Starbucks' so-called secret menu, which is shorthand for its infinitely customizable options. One creamy and fruity combo of strawberry, acai, and coconut milk became so popular that it eventually entered Starbucks' official menu in 2017. James Charles said that it came popular in 2018, and that's when they reached out to him for making it viral, and then that's when they put it on the official menu. So that's a lie straight from the pit of hell. What is the origin of the Starbucks pink drink? The Starbucks pink drink was born out of social media viral trend in 2016, okay? And officially added to the menu and officially added in 2017, not 2018, like James Charles proclaims, okay, liar straight from the pit of hell, due to popular demand. Now, Starbucks is leaning into the popularity of the strawberry acai refresher, which is my favorite, okay, I love it so much. And in fact, somebody on my Twitter just tweeted me that they got, I should give them a shout out, shouldn't I? Hold on a second. Let me pull up my Twitter. Somebody literally just tweeted this to me the other day. Hold on a second, I liked it. It's in my likes. Let me get into my likes really quick so I can give a quick shout out. Okay, so Casey, here's her tweet. She said, finally got around to trying the Peter, Monn, and Cousin Caroline Starbucks special. It's really good, because that's what we always get. It's a strawberry acai refresher made with lemonade. Chef's kiss. Okay, I made it viral. Where's my check? James Charles, he's such a fool. Anyway, okay, so let me get back to these. So then I said, what was the pink drink called before? Before Starbucks had acknowledged the pink drink, it was called a strawberry acai refresher sub coconut milk. Later on, it became a permanent item on the drink menu, and now it's officially called the pink drink, okay? Now, when you look on here, on the Starbucks, okay, their main website, which is called Starbucks Stories and News, you can see right there at the top, pink drink joins Starbucks beverage menu. April 10th of 2017, okay? Pink drink joins Starbucks beverage menu. James Charles claimed that it started in 2018, okay, when he made it viral. Well, right here on the Starbucks stories, it says that it came out on April 10th of 2017 was when they made it public. So long before James Charles made it public, were they talking about it, okay? So James Charles goes in. Then I look up to see, I was like, okay, I want to see when James Charles started talking about this, because I'm sure that he started talking about the pinkity drinkity long before, like, it went viral and all this kind of stuff, right? Like, I just was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. So I looked on here to see, I was like, I remember that he had done a video, and the video is actually called Pinkity Drinkity Makeup and Pup Date, okay? And here it is. And when you look at it, it is from September 27th of 2019, okay? So you are saying that you made the drink famous in 2018. The drink actually went official in 2017, and you didn't do your video until September 27th of 2019. Now, girl, I ain't got my glasses on, they're right here, but I can't do math, okay? And I hardly graduated from high school, but the math ain't mathin', okay? Not even the business math, which was about the best I ever did in math class in high school. The math ain't mathin', okay? And listen, your makeup skills are not that talented anyway without a ring light, okay? We already know that, and you gotta steal other people's concepts. So I don't know what you should stick to these days, okay? Your clothing choices, like I said, are not fantastic, okay? So I don't know what your next creative move should be, but not claiming that you came up with the pink drink, because you didn't, okay? Now, the other thing is that he says in there that where's my money? Where's my check? Okay? So he did this video, which is all based around the fact that James Charles, every single time he would go to Starbucks, he would get a pink drink, right? And call it the Pinkity Drinkity. The video is currently sitting at 5.13 million views, okay? Pinkity Drinkity and Pup Date. And this is from September 27th of 2019. So, he says, "Hi, sister! In today's video, I decided to do a Starbucks pink drink inspired makeup look." Okay, so you came up with this drink in 2018 and you waited a year and a half to come out with this video? And you're bitching because, he said, and he had reached out to Starbucks and said we should do a collab and all this kind of stuff, and then they deleted their message to him. Yeah, because you were caught in scandal after scandal, and then they realized who you were, okay? So he comes out with it in 2017. "Enjoy this chat and get ready with me where we talk about," and he goes on all this kind of stuff, right? So I wanted to look. Now, I have a pretty good idea, just based on personal information and friends of mine, things like that, how much you make per 100,000 views, or how much you make per, I think I only have like one video that's sitting anywhere close to 1 million views, but anyway, I am not one of those high fancy people, right? But I wanted to see, okay, because I've heard different rough estimates. Now, I think this is a low estimate. I think this is a really low estimate, okay? But I looked on here and I said to see how much does 5 million views, how much is 5 million views worth on YouTube, okay? So this article came out and said, on average, you can earn 2,000 to 15,000 per million views on YouTube. The exact number depends on factors like your content niche, video length, and geographic location. You can expect to earn, and it goes on and on and on, okay? Another one says you can earn upwards of $5,000 for a 5 million viewed video, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I think a 5 million viewed video on YouTube is probably worth between $50,000 and $100,000, period, end of story, okay? And it also has a lot to do with how many ads you have on there, if people are clicking the ads, the age group of your audience, and things like that, okay? But let's just be fair for a second. So this person on here, this article says 2 to 15,000. So let's cut 15,000 in half, roughly, okay, and say 7,000, okay? So 7,000 per million, all right, is, because this one says on average you can, per million views on YouTube. So if he's earning $7,000 per million views on YouTube, and he got 5 million views, that means he earned on this video $35,000. And I'm being fair, okay? I think he probably earned closer to $50,000 to $100,000 on this video. So, but let's just be fair, okay? So he earned $35,000 on a video that he made famous because of his fame on Pinkity Drinkities, which at that time, I can't believe, at that time, 5 million views for James Charles, that's not even that good, right? Okay, so he got paid $35,000. You think $35,000 isn't good enough for you? Okay, for you liking a drink at Starbucks? Nobody's paying me for my drinks at Starbucks. Here, this is my Starbucks blonde roast right out of the bottle in the refrigerator. Ain't nobody paying me for talking about it on video. You know? Listen, You need to pull it together. So anyway, so James Charles is going off about that. Where's my check? Where's my check? And I know he thinks it's so funny and all this kind of stuff because this is just another way for him to bring attention to the fact that he made the pinkity drink. It's so embarrassing. Don't ever call it the pinkity drink. He said he doesn't even order it anymore. He doesn't even get it from the Starbucks, okay? So then what was interesting was I started getting sent a lot of screenshots from people, okay? And I went in here and I actually looked as well from Lady Gaga's House Labs, because House Labs right now is really pushing their pigmented paints, okay? So for example, here they are. It's the first day of summer. Catch us poolside with our clean, transfer-proof, high-power pigment paint for all-day wear, okay? And you can see when I go through these, here they are, and they look very, very similar to James Charles pigmented paints that are coming out. Which, I did a video not too long ago and I was talking about how Kevin James Bennett came out, who's a makeup expert, makeup artist, and whatever, and has a lot of opinions about things. And he said these pigmented paints that look like oil paints, like people have been doing this for years, 10 to 15 years, right? And he said Lady Gaga on House Labs, like they just came out and did it as well, right? So this is nothing new. And James Charles has made people wait for years and years and years for his first release. And the first release that he's coming out with is something that Lady Gaga has already had in her line, and a lot of other people have had in their lines as well. On my last James Charles video, go back and watch it. I talked at length about it. I read Kevin James Bennett's statement that he put out about the pigmented paint and that all these experts that are working around James Charles giving him like advice on what to come up with, and this, after all this time of waiting, 4 years, he said he's been working on his whatever you call it, his business and his release of his makeup. This is what you come up with, okay? This joke idea that everybody else is like already put out. But what's interesting is Lady Gaga has actually had this out for quite some time, like almost like a year and a half or something like that, because I went back and looked and I just found picture after picture after picture after picture on her Instagram of all these different things, right? Here they are, more House Labs. Here they are, more House Labs. This is from January 12th. Here they are, more House Labs. Here it is, more House Labs. This is from 11/7. Okay, so then I went in and I looked. And I thought, you know, Lady Gaga, who has been very supportive of the LGBTQIA plus community for a long time, right? I thought this is going to be really interesting because I think like James Charles has tried to like reach out to her to do videos and stuff like that, right, in the past. And he always goes to the RuPaul's Drag Race finale and all that kind of stuff, which, you know, in my personal opinion, I think is a kind of interesting that RuPaul, because that's like invite only, that they still extend an invitation to him with all the allegations that are out that he took responsibility for, and that's who you're allowing to your finale, but it is whatever it is, right? So anyway, and so that he can sit there with his other friends that completely condone his behavior and be like, yes girl, yes girl, yes girl, yes girl, and all that kind of stuff, right? And like, and then snap pictures of him at the RuPaul's Drag Race finale. Whatever. So anyway, but I wanted to see if he follows Lady Gaga now, or follows House Labs, because I thought it would be interesting to see, right? Like, here's another makeup business that does very similar things to what you're putting out, and this is like your new thing that you're touting all over Coachella and painting people's faces at Coachella and all this kind of stuff, but Lady Gaga's House Labs already has it out. So I went in and I looked, and House Labs does not follow James Charles, unfortunately, okay? And interestingly enough, James Charles does not follow House Labs. But you know who James Charles does follow? Colleen Ballinger. And you know who Colleen Ballinger does follow? James Charles. All I'm gonna say is, girl, birds of a feather flock together, okay? You know, I am really, to be honest with you, I was going to kind of just keep it about the pinkity drinking and stuff like this, but I have to just say, I'm really confused in 2023 with all the stuff that happened with James and all the allegations and all this kind of stuff, like why he even still has a career, you know? I mean, anybody else that this happened to in Hollywood, in the movie industry and whatever, if this happened to them and they had all these allegations, would be ruined. Like, they would never be hired again. Nobody would be watching them. I mean, it would be over for them, right? And yet, James Charles is still having, and like I said in my last video, thriving career. He's still getting close to 1 million views a video. He's still putting TikToks up left and right. He's still getting endorsements from companies, okay? And he has a huge group of friends that support and condone everything he does, right? I don't know. Maybe they're hoping out for a free pinkity-drinkity? All just a bunch of fools. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.